What's up, guys? So today we're gonna be doing some traction bars on this board. There's not a lot of stuff out there. Probably the only thing you could get your hands on is some vast traction bars and some Bwoodies. So I'm always gonna recommend you guys these. They're not that hard to put on like the Caltrax. So the Caltrax, I don't know if you guys remember, you gotta take off the leaf springs and then you gotta push out that bushing that's right there and then press the new one in. I've been wanting to try the Caltrax out on these, but I don't know if they have the measurements right because if you guys remember, these trucks only have 2 leaf springs, so you can't exactly cut that one leaf spring because it's fiberglass. Like the other ones are metal, so you could cut those guys up. But yeah, we're gonna show you this Bwoody install right here. It's not that difficult. You just gotta make a few holes and stuff and slide some brackets in between the frame, and it comes with everything, the hardware, grade A bolts, nylon lock nuts, even some grease and stuff, and a bunch of other stuff. So these would be like the brackets that go up there with the U-bolts, and then these are the bigger brackets that go to the frame and your big old bars. It's a pretty nice little kit. Alright, so we're gonna start unwrapping everything and figure out what's what. It does come with some instructions, and I think they even give you the little YouTube video. So if you're kind of confused, you can always check that out. Like I said, for the most part, it's pretty similar to the 15 to 20 ones. We've done a couple of those. Like I said, the only annoying part is just making those holes and stuff. So you gotta have like a good set of drill bits and maybe some of those cones. I will tell you this though, the powder coating is real nice. It has like a rough texture, almost like bed liner, so that'll hold up pretty good. And then like these are the brackets that go right under the diff with the flip kit. Another thing, you guys do need the longer U-bolts, like the squared ones. This guy doesn't have them, so you know I don't remember doing this drop. He probably got the drop done somewhere else. He still has the round ones, and those make the div shift a little bit with the flip kit and everything. But lucky for him, I keep the U-bolts in stock, and I also keep the top plates in stock. And then the welds, I will tell you this, the welds are really nice on these. They got their shit on point, and then like I said, the texture is real nice. And then one of these should be the bracket for the frame. Like I said, you just gotta figure out which one goes where. And it does have a bunch of holes for the adjustment. It has like three settings on each one. On the back ones it has 2 settings, and on these it has 3, so that's pretty cool. And like I said, the hardware, and then you have the little L brackets, and then the Delron bushings. The threads on the adjustment thing are pretty clean, so that's good. They make sure to cover it up during the powder coating process, so that's real good. The holes for the Certec fittings are real nice. They're not all messed up, so Certec fitting isn't going anywhere. And overall, the welds are real good on these brackets. Like I said, this kit is a little bit more expensive, but I mean, at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. There's no hind joints, so you don't gotta worry about those. Believe it or not, the hind joints on the traction bars should probably get replaced like every year. I don't know if you guys knew that. They do tend to wear out after a while. What I do remember though is the bars for the older body style, they were a little bit longer, they were heavier. These are a little bit lighter, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I know, they're real covered up. Yeah, these are real nice. And then it has a little adjustment thing right here. And they're not too heavy, so that's always good. Keep the truck light. So let's take a look here. So this is what I mean. Oh no, he actually does have the squared ones. But they have the, I guess the 4x4 U-bolts, which are usually a little longer. So that's good. So we don't have to replace that. But they might not be long enough still for the brackets or whatever. So still has that. So right now all we're gonna do is just take off the shocks and drop the diff a little bit. Make sure there's like no tension on it, and replace those brackets, and then start marking those up, mark it, and start making the new holes. And then, yup, that's it. His exhaust, it's pretty nice. It goes all the way up. I think it's a kit. It might be the Borla kit. Pretty nice little exhaust. The piping is small on it though. We'll tell you guys that. And if he was to do a shock relocation kit, it would definitely be in the way, so it would have to go, but I don't think he's worried about that right now. And the one thing that has been popping up about these trucks, it's recommended just to do the 3.5, because if you do the 4.6, the drive shaft starts to rub like about right here on top of the cab for whatever reason. Mine started doing it, but I'm on a 4.6, but mine's a 19. So what I did, cut this whole middle section out. It's aluminum, but it's real hard to get in there. I hit it with the plasma, but still a bunch of melted aluminum falling on you sucks. So we're gonna start taking this one apart and then start putting those brackets on. Alright guys, so we got this side on, and then we just gotta do the adjustments. We just had a problem with the other side. One of the brackets, one of the nuts broke off, so we had to weld another one. He's adjusting them right now and putting them back on there.
You get this 3 right? 4?
Yeah, do like 4 or 5, see, just so we have room to play with. So what he's doing right now, he's leaving enough space on both sides. That way, whenever you do sit it on the ground and you start putting tension on the traction bar itself, you have room to bring it back and forth. Because if you just leave it all threaded in, you're not gonna be able to adjust it. But it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We should have been done by now, but like I said, we had the little problem with that bracket. So what I ended up doing, went over here to my nut pile and cleaned up one of these guys, and then just welded it to the bracket, and then just threw another bolt on there. It goes with it. The thing was, I was over there choking with all the burnt rubber from the nylon. Those are nylon ones. So if you find some that don't have a nylon, even better. But coming out good.
Bring me the Kiwi.
The Crescent. I gotcha. Alright guys, so we adjusted the traction bars. She is ready to go. We did run through some fitment issues with the bolts and the brackets, but we got it all figured out. So on these, it's very weird, but there's like a soft spot where like it gets a little bit easier to like turn right there. So you go up or you go down, but just try to have like both sides almost the same. I go based off the threads and then that little soft hard spot. So whenever you get to the hard spot, you just give it a couple turns and then give it a little test drive. If it's good, leave it there. If not, just loosen it up and then give it another little turn. And that's it.